The bones of the tent are made of metal, and those are the ribs that provide the structural support when the tent is erect. And the covering is a very closely woven cotton canvas material. Originally, to get inside the tent, there's an entranceway which is kind of like a tunnel that the men would have crawled through. We have to climb under one of the side areas. Luckily, there's no ground sheet pre-attached to the tent, so we can easily do that. And it's kind of this commando crawl, and then you slide inside, and it's almost like a different world in there. It's very, very contained and very quiet and calm. We noticed that there are some soot residues on the original entranceway, and the soot was basically covering the entire interior of the canvas. That would have been from the use of a primus stove. I think the textile components have held up extremely well in those extreme conditions, and also in the storage conditions that they were in after the expedition. Basically the whole tent got frozen over with a lot of other objects in the hut, and then it was thawed and pickaxed out of the ice in the 70s. So we can see some repairs. Those all add to the charm and the story of it.
When it's open, you can actually see the repairs underneath. So the poles that go through it, they've actually strapped them together with bamboo, and they've lashed them absolutely beautifully. And there's a large repair on the back, which they've repaired by actually pushing the metal poles into the bamboo rod. So they've actually used the bamboo and the fact that it's got a hole in it to sort of go across. Kate and I are looking at different kinds of conservation treatments to help its stability. Now the issue is really the iron poles and the corrosion on those. What we're looking at is we put a release layer between the corrosion and the tent so that it's not continuing to weaken the fabric, and also to try and address the corrosion itself, to try and remove as much of that corrosion as possible.
Because of the close proximity between those iron elements and the textile, there has been a lot of deposits of rust onto the canvas, and that's something really that we want to try and address if possible. It means a lot because I can engage with a piece of significant history that's both important to New Zealand but also internationally in terms of the history of Antarctic exploration.